Hello everybody, welcome back to a special episode of Who Remembers. We're going back to a game that I distinctly remember picking up because I thought the character on the box looked familiar. And if you don't know who I'm referencing Sora. So we're gonna go story mode again from the beginning, use powered up characters. No, we didn't even start this, so let's just go ahead and do story. Yeah, so the first time I saw this, I remember seeing the main character just hanging out, and yeah, there's a lot of characters that look similar to others in this. It's a Square game, so it's reminiscent of, different ideologies of, it kind of feels like a Final Fantasy game, but it's not. We'll go ahead and let this play out.
The satellite uses a large mirror to generate electricity from solar power. The electricity is then converted to microwave radiation and sent down to the ground station. The ground station then converts the microwave radiation back to electricity, which can then be used for general purposes. The question is, do we need such a costly energy program during this time of recession?
Uh-oh.
Damn it, they beat us to it.
Yeah, I remember picking this up. It was one of those games where I said, I'm just going to go ahead and talk because I forgot this is going to be a pretty lengthy one. I'm pretty sure they go in, they do their thing, and then everything starts. So, I remember being around the time I got Chaos Legion. I believe I picked up the Bouncer first. So, when I got the Bouncer, I got it from the same place, that gaming store, and I remember thinking, wow, this looks like such a weird off-the-wall game that it's probably not good, right? And what do I want to say I got to? I think I got to like the fifth area, and I was almost giving up on it because I'm just like, it's not my style, it's not my dig. And I think I was just kind of like, it's stupid how much they look like other characters. Like, see, they're cycling through the characters, and I've already seen characters that look like Laguna and Squall, but I think I was just like, look, I'm just gonna put all that aside and play the game because I was just distracted. And I thought it was I thought it was a completely different game because, I thought it was gonna be more, not, how do I want to put this? I thought it was gonna be more fluid, I guess. It's fluid, but to a degree. It's a weird combat system, if I remember right. And the way things worked, I was just like, what the hell is going on? Oh yeah, I forgot Volt with the demon horns.
Sorry, just doing my job.
Yeah.
No cactars. See that on his jacket? No cactars.
Spring.
But it was one of those things where I think I just wasn't giving it a fair shake because my anticipation of it was on a lot grander scale because I had gotten off of playing like Final Fantasy. I had gotten off playing Kingdom Hearts, and this was like in the weird in between when they were doing games like this, and then you saw like games like Dirge of Cerberus pop up,
Hey, Dominique. We're
and
waiting for you. Hurry up.
I don't know. I remember I was like, look, I'm just gonna play it. I'm just gonna go through, see what the story is about, and finish it. And I loved it. I remember I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's got its moments of like super corniness, but it's actually really good.
Not doing anything, it means the bar's doing just fine, right, Sion?
Good morning.
It's Squall Loud.
Hey,
If you wanted a character
you're late.
that was Squall and Cloud mixed together, here's Sion.
Sion.
Or Sion.
Birthday?
Sion.
Sion, it's your shift.
Yeah, I know. Come to think of it,
And not
it's
only
exactly
that,
1 year ago today
he's
that
reminiscent of
started
what
that
character?
ball.
Oh, Sora.
Then that means
Sora
today's your first
Sion.
anniversary as a bouncer. Here, I got this for you.
What's this?
What's this?
A present.
Obviously, we gotta play as the new kid.
Get back, Dominique!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is like they go for the, yeah. Yeah, this is what I remember. It's like if you guys remember Beatdown, it's like that. It's like Square's answer to Final Fight and Beatdown. But it's like they somehow make it feel like it's not their game. Okay, you're knocked out. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Hey. Don't you do that. Wow. Yeah, and I remember the lock on is weird. Like, they just auto lock to enemies, and it's a different one. If you're not like in tune with the way that those games were doing it back then you were just kind of like lost on it almost.
Ready?
God, come on. Oh. Cool, we made it. Oh, we ain't getting nothing. Yeah, let's just save it. We'll go too. Because I'm sure at some point I will play the whole thing. I just want to give you guys a couple stages of it. Because I remember
Dominique!
I ended up liking it so much. And it was more of an uncanny thing because it's goofy. See, weren't you guys downstairs? Monsoon, what are you doing? Raiden isn't here, the sands of time. See, like, nothing said, he just, I'm gonna punch the railing. But I don't know. I liked it. I really did. And I remember I was trying to because I had a lot of friends at the time that were playing a lot of Square games. They were like they loved anything that Square did. So I was trying to put them onto this, and they're like, "What the hell is this?" They were not happy.
Whoa, hang on.
And I'm like, "Come on, man. Just give it a chance. Just give it a chance. Like let it grow on you." It's kind of what you have to do. It's like such a
Yeah, I need to get into
different game from what they were doing. And I think that's why a lot of people got stagnated. But, you know, they could have done the same thing with Kingdom Hearts, and they didn't. They gave it a chance, and look what happened with that. But,
Great. What time?
yeah, and the awkward pauses. Like, they'll be on the phone, and, like, yeah, I know they're supposed to be talking, but, like, usually they'll do, like, the
I owe you one.
uh,
It's a special train
quieter
message
text.
headed for Mikado.
So it's like, you hear we're on the phone, and like that'll be the other side of the cell phone, but they'll just stand there, and it'll be like a minute that they're just standing there, and you're like, did the game freeze? And no, they're just on the phone. Will I ever be as strong as you? That is up to you. Hey, will you teach me? It is my policy to take disciples. It is late. See, and like they gave you the backstory and loading screens. So like you start reading it, then halfway through, if you weren't paying attention, you were fucked on reading it.
There's another one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll ever see.
Yeah, we gotta do that again because we need to level up Sion, our squall or Cloud Leonhart. Frick.
You ready?
Come on. Like, you just ragdoll everywhere. Like, it's so goofy. I remember... the clunkiness of it is what I didn't like. They're like... You're getting off playing certain games of this era where everything's so fluid. Let's see, we're gonna go... Yeah, let's do power. We want to be stronger. But everything was so fluid, and then you go to this and you're like, oh my god. Like even going from like PlayStation 1 standards, some of the PlayStation 1 games were more fluid than some of the earlier PlayStation 2 titles. And when was this? I think this was 2002 to 2004 this game was released, I believe.
What is it?
I believe it was before it was before
You recognize that Black Panther?
Kingdom Hearts. There you go.
Let's get going. We're gonna miss the train. Yeah.
But they were still riding on the hype of 7, 8, and 9, and you know, all that stuff. So they had to make the characters similar to kind of give you the feel like, oh, you're getting the same game. It's just different.
What's wrong?
Rent-a-cops.
Security is tight, as expected.
We're running out of time.
See,
I
and
guess we'll break through the front.
they give no reason for things happening. Like they're like, hey, what are you doing? Like, first of all, they were just working their normal jobs. They weren't doing anything out of the ordinary other than fighting those like weird, I forget what they're called. But yeah, see, these other guys are fine. Need to level up Scion. But anyway, they're just
You think I'm
like,
gonna tell
oh
you?
well, you're not allowed to be out all of a sudden, but you were allowed to work. It's like you were totally cool with being out in the open and doing your day-to-day routine, and like now you don't want to be around the rent-a-cops. Like all of a sudden they're just gonna start trouble with you. Like the explanation's just lost on it. 301. Let's see. Yeah, let's go life.
Guess we don't need tickets.
And they try to like overcool them, like they're so fucking, you're so cool, but they're all like the tropey characters with like emo qualities.
Didn't expect
Like,
such a warm reception.
come on.
Shouldn't the train be departing soon?
Kind of like the, not emo, I mean like tragic. Like they try to give you the
For the train.
tragic character quality.
Who do you think you're talking to?
Now we gotta keep leveling up our boy,
Now get out of my way!
because there's gonna be a spurt where we do this by ourselves, and like you have no choice but to be this character. Oh god, the auto lock is so, it's so not direct, yeah, I guess direct, it's so sudden and clunky. Okay, there you go. There we go. Look at that. We're gonna go power up again. We're just gonna continue through this. And it does the thing that Chaos Legion does. Because games like this were popular, like Devil May Cry and other games like that, where they would have like a stage kind of thing where it's like stage 1, stage 2, like Final Fight and all that. And once it hit 3D, they're obviously like this, the whole stage idea is like, oh well, we don't know how to really separate that, so it's gonna be after every fight that's your stage. And that's how the earlier games were. It's like that's not how it works. Just do like checkpoints, let me explore.
We made it.
But a lot of it they just do for you. You don't really explore.
Carrying rocket fuel for that shuttle
And I think that's one of the reasons why I didn't like it, because
On this train?
there was no choice.
Ones who kidnapped her.
It's like you were watching a movie with just some fighting scenes. It wasn't like an RPG where you just have control and you're exploring. You were just watching the movie until it was your turn to fight.
We made back there, yes.
But I liked it. I did end up falling in love with the game, because it does have a charming qualities. So it's just one of those games that I'd say give it a chance. You know, I may give it a little bit of hell, but I'd say it's worth the play. And they call her Echidna, just like Knuckles. Hi, my name Canuck, and I don't give a fnuck.
Is there any way to get in?
Guess there's no point in hiding.
Alright, so we ranked in on that. So let's go Volt Kruger. Lifo. They're such crazy off the wall names. Let's go. Yeah, Volt's fine. Like, you start off with really good vitality with Volt, and you're pretty bulky. Really, the weakest one is the main character, so it's like they make you feel like that's who you should just keep picking over and over again. So maybe we'll rank the defense up. We'll do this one more time and then rank the defense up and then work on somebody else. And here's your false sense of choice by exploring the terrain because you know fight. Oh. Yeah, see? They don't let you do that in-game. They're just like, we're gonna give you a cutscene. Because we don't want you to feel like you're actually making the movement. We just want you to fight. Come on. Oh, let me in on it. Come on. $213. Then we can up the defense. Then we'll save. So I don't know where to go from here. I'm gonna maybe do one more shoot. Well, I'll do two more of the scenes and then fight with two of the characters, the other two, just to show off all three because they're different. Like Volt's more of like the powerhouse, and Ko is like more of like the really fast but aggressive.
Is that you, Volt? I thought I finished him.
Indeed. But I'm not
Indeed.
the only one, Stu. Now it's your turn to take a trip to hell.
This time, I'll make sure I finish you off, along with your friends.
So now we'll, because Scion will do fine on his own, so that's good. So we're gonna go Volt and get our revenge.
Get some echidna.
Echidna. Come on, Knuckles. Yeah, you get the body slams, the big heavy hits, real big hits. That's why I say these characters are fine. You mainly have to work on the main character until like later in the game, and then it's fine to work on the other, not super later, but you mainly want to do the first few stages as Scion. Because I mean, look, I am like having zero trouble with this. Then we're gonna, and see, they're cheaper too. That's the screwed up part. These guys are cheaper because they know, like, oh well, they're not gonna pick them, so we're just gonna go power up. You don't need it, but power up. Yeah, we'll overwrite because we're not gonna be clearing the game with this. That's why I skipped the spot, because maybe eventually we'll come back to it. Obviously, after Ragnarok and Persona, I'm thinking of doing Devil May Cry. That was already talked about.
I'm still standing.
You're still a jerk, Volt. It's not over yet. I'll teach you a thing or two about a woman's wrath the next time we meet.
Jump into the water. Volt has his passive-aggressive moment where he realizes he's Vincent from Final Fantasy VII reincarnated, mixed with, oh god, what's his name? Zell. Oh no, what's about to happen? The train to Midgard's about to bust up. Isn't that a thing too? If I remember, yeah. Yeah, it is Midgard for Final Fantasy VII. And it just has that look. Because, you know, that was the pop in Final Fantasy, so they had to stylize a lot of their games off of that. Shoot, I've always called Lightning female Cloud from Final Fantasy 13. That's just female Cloud.
We're almost at the station.
The brakes are out?
The brakes are out? Oh no.
This thing's carrying rocket fuel. If it slams into the station, we're all gonna be a lot warmer.
Nice joke.
Let's detach the last car.
See? They make you think you're gonna explore, but what really happens is you just don't.
The coupler's locked with a card key.
And where are we going to get this card key?
It's probably in the engineer's cab.
And then,
But the cargo's in the way.
Then we better find one in this car.
Hey, what if we don't find one?
We're toast.
uh-oh. Let's go, Co.
Damn you.
See, and come on. You can't do nothing about it.
We're out of time already?
Game over.
Damn. Oh man, please let this be a bad dream.
We're jumping off as soon as we reach the station.
They give you that false sense of exploration right there too. If I remember right, there is a couple spots where you can actually move around and do stuff, but it's far and few between.
Wait! I don't know how we lived through that.
It's not over yet. Seawater's rushing in from the explosion. Hurry.
They run like they got sticks shoved up their ass.
This isn't good. The emergency shutters are activating.
So we're dead if we get trapped. Can't go back now. Let's push on. Can't believe they're attacking us. It's really bumped their job.
Yeah, let's go to Co so we can show off the fighting moves for that, and then we'll stop there. Yes, Co is like he's the fast one, if I remember right. Yeah. Very reminiscent of a certain character from Tekken. If you guys know who I'm talking about.
There's no time to waste.
Oh. Come on. It's so goofy. But I love it. I'm about it. We're here for it. Oh yeah, we gotta hurry up. Because I think they're a little bit faster this time. Yeah, this is the part where it's like multi-tier waves of enemies and they're like, well, this is how we're gonna do it. Okay, and then we go through here. Security chief. See, we all we did was back up to make sure they didn't do a wake-up attack, and they immediately locked on to someone else. Oh, I forgot you can taunt. I believe there are buffs with that too. Like some of the taunts you can actually buff the character up. Like how in a fighting game, if you do it, it gives you certain effects. Oh yeah, there's boxes this time. Make it more challengings. Oh my god, more challenging. Wait, okay. Oh, wrong way. I think one of the times I played, I stopped here because I was like, I've had enough. But that was like the very first time I played it. I was just so like, you know, why is this going on? Why is this happening? Why is it so goofy? But it's just one of those games. You have to give this a chance. Like right now, I'm like talking. I'm talking hella mess on it, but I'm smiling like I did when I started really enjoying it, because it's just one of those games, you know. You know the one. Oh yeah, come on, hurry up, let's go. And I should have given this to what's his face, but that's all right. Oh, we gotta hurry. No, it's gonna close. Come on, camera, move so I can see what I'm doing. Ooh, check that out. Yeah, there you go. How you like that? How you like this double kick? Okay, so we're gonna go. For him, we're gonna go power up. It's important to do all your power first. At least I always did that. Because if I can smash in one punch, I don't. There's no need to have more health.
The only exit, man. We don't have much of a choice.
I'm not elite. I'm just here doing a job where it's risking my life over. You passed. Oh no, how did we get here? What do you think we do?
An air carrier. They must be looking for us.
Out of the frying pan and into the fire, eh? What now? We'll hitch a ride. Oh, what a wonderful idea. So should we just go up to them and say, please? We'll look for a chance to jump on.
It's going to be a long shot.
Okay, now!
This is insane. What the hell?
All right, here we go. Oh, come on. You couldn't even see me.
Hey, come on!
There you go. And you can buy like different moves and stuff. Like they act like they had realized them. I mean, obviously we're not gonna have enough for these moves because they're gonna want a lot for them. So we're just gonna hit OK, save, slot 1. A lot of saving.
The ship's ours.
Ship's hours. And he didn't hear none of that.
Hey,
Yes?
keep flying this thing.
Yes, sir.
But I'm really glad to kind of bring this one out because it is one of those games that I did enjoy playing. I mean, I hope you guys do too. I hope you guys see this and just decide to give it a chance because it is worth it. I'm giving it its flowers right now.
Dominique! Yo, driver!
And,
drop us off over there.
He says, "See you later."
He got away. Fold, you scared him.
But I am going to give this game its flowers. It deserves to be played. It is fun. It's its own thing for the style and everything like that. So I say go ahead and play it. So we'll let this scene happen out and maybe I'll call it here. Because then we're going to get thrown into different stuff and all that. So we'll let this play out and then we'll go call it here and then see if you guys want me to play this over any other game or what you want to do.
Just be grateful you're alive.
Yeah. Don't. I'm sure I saw Dominique in there.
Let's go check it out.
Easier said than done.
Easier said than done.
Fancy pets, eh?
I'm sure they're more than that.
Like I said, easier said than done.
Shut up. We don't want them to find us.
Cyborg dogs, I forgot. I very much forgot. Oh god. Oh no.
Special forces.
security. This has gotta be the place. Yeah, Dominique must be in there.
Yeah, Dominique must be in
Get
there.
out of my way!
So mad. Oh, wait. Oh my god. Don't mess me up. I'm sorry. Okay, cool.
You ready?
Just ragdoll. Like when you get hit, you just boing boing boing. Cool. Like your lows don't do anything until they're fully standing up. Alright, let's see. We're gonna go life up. We need that life. Ooh, we ranked up. Ooh, can't stop. Alright, everybody. We're gonna call it here. I mean, this is just kind of like to show you guys a little bit of the game, the fighting styles, and the way that the game is stylized while I either talk smack or do whatever towards it. But closing thoughts, I say get it. I say if you have a way to, if you have an emulator, even if you don't want to buy it, emulate it. Just, it's just one of those games that it's its own experience. It's fun. I know I gave it a lot of crap, but I just want to be transparent with it. I want to be open because, you know, I don't want to overhype it and be like, well, I love this game because, you know, it grew on me and all this. And I'd rather be transparent, be like, well, at first I didn't like it, now I do, and XYZ. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Who Remembers, and we have a few more coming. Well, I have a few more coming. I say we because I don't know. That's just what I always see, like in descriptions and stuff. Like, you know, stuff for back when the nerd was just running his own thing. It'd say we, or you know. So I feel like I should say we because we français. No, stop. Okay. Because I feel like, you know, we're a crew. We're in this together. Y'all, 1K gang. Let's get it. Let's go. We there. We're right there. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you all.